We recommend this product be installed by a competent gunsmith.
Modification of your firearm may nullify the warranty of the firearm's manufacturer.
No liability is expressed or implied for damage or injury which may occur from improper use or installation of this product.
You are responsible for the safe handling, legalities, and use of your firearm.
Warning: always wear safety glasses when working on firearms. Hi guys, today I'm here to walk you through a very simple installation. Today we're going to install the Apex extended single-sided mag release for the Springfield Echelon series pistols. To remove the factory magazine release, I have the cog removed from the grip frame. You can see here the magazine catch in here and then the magazine release. We're only replacing the release, not the mag catch. So the way this functions is I press on the mag release and the catch rotates inward. There's a spring underneath the front side of the magazine catch that we need to be able to compress. The pin itself is a bit of an hourglass shape. So what I'm going to do is I need to put my finger on top of the magazine catch and I'm going to press it forward a bit and then down. I can actually, I don't know if you can see it here in the video, but I can press it slightly down toward the bottom of the frame, like toward the magazine. Once I press down there just ever so slightly, I can take my 3/32 pin punch from the side and press through and just wiggle and jiggle a little bit, and I should be able to push the magazine release pin all the way out like so. Once I'm there, I can use the pin to hold it in place, and then you can see the mag catch is still there. From here, I'll hold downward pressure, downward and kind of forward pressure, pull that pin out, and then gently relieve that pressure up, and then my magazine catch with the spring attached comes out for me to replace the components. I want to quickly show you the differences between the Apex magazine release and the factory. The factory one here has a V-notch in the middle that's a perfect V on both sides that makes it ambidextrous and functional. The Apex, aside from having our name and the SKU on it, it also has a kind of a lopsided V on it. That allows it to be pressed from one side. Remember, the serrated side is the side you're intended to press on, and the side with the long cuts on it, the little stripe down the middle, that's the back side. So you want to make sure you install this the way you need it to go. The Apex can be flipped either direction, whereas the factory has to be installed with this V-notch in the upward position. Apex is designed so that whatever face you want sticking out, it becomes a single-sided mag release. What you're seeing here is a very close-up of the inside of the grip frame. This little pocket here is at the front of the mag well, so the magazine would come up right here, and this is where the magazine release spring goes. I want to point this out because the mag release spring has to sit into this pocket. If you don't sit it back in here and you put the pin back in, it's not going to function. So remember, when you're setting it up, it's going to be hard to see with my fingers in there with the parts, so I want to show you now. This pocket is where the spring goes, and then the mag release goes over it. So what's going to happen is the spring's going to come in, seat all the way down, then we're going to compress the mag release, or the mag catch, into place and put the pin back in place. I'm going to go ahead and put the Apex magazine release in. In this case, I'm setting it up for a right-handed shooter, so the magazine release checkered face will be on the left side of the frame. I have the muzzle facing the base of the camera right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the magazine release all the way across, and I'm going to line up our V roughly with just about the center of the pocket that I just pointed out. So the bottom of this V and the pocket are pretty well lined up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the magazine catch itself and put it on my finger. I'm going to basically balance it on my fingertip, and I'm going to move the frame into position. I'll show you that in a different perspective. I want to show you how I hold the magazine catch before I start into this. So I put the flat that goes against the magazine down on the tip of my index finger, and I put my thumb against the back. This allows me to apply downward and forward pressure as needed into the spring when I go to put the component in the frame. Now that I have my hand set up with the magazine catch and the frame here, I'm using my left hand here to hold the frame and holding the magazine release from falling out, because it will just fall right out if I don't have anything retaining it. I've got my catch here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set the spring into the notch that I showed you in the frame and then compress it. So I'm going to gently move that in here, drop it into that notch first. Now, I need to compress it about 1/4 inch or so before I can put the pin in. So I'm going to put that in and press it down with my hand, and then now the magazine release will stay in place. What I need to do is check from the side and see if I can see through the frame hole. I can see most of the way through that guy. So I'm going to hold this here, and I'm going to grab my frame pin, and kind of hold it steady there, and I'm going to put the frame pin in to capture the magazine catch. And I'm going to have to wiggle and jiggle the magazine catch around to get it to hold up. There it goes. Hole lines up. And then I just press it in. And if it doesn't go all the way down, I'm going to take my pin punch and just give it a little touch. You should hear it click into place. It's subflush on that side, subflush on that side. Now my mag release has been installed. So I just finished installing the magazine release, and as I showed you before, we're going to have the pin slightly subflush on both sides. A brand new magazine release, because of the finish on it, might stick when you press it all the way in. And after just a few dozen articulations, it smooths right out. So simple thing to do. With your cog disassembled and out of the grip frame, just keep that like it is. Take a magazine that's empty and just insert it and release it a dozen or so times. You can also just press on the mag release a bunch of times to get it running. It'll be absolutely smooth after just a few dozen articulations. So check that out, and it'll smooth right out for you. Other than that, you're done. All you have to do is put your fire control system back in, and you're done. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about your installation or any kind of problems, contact our customer service. That's what we're here for.